Elon Musk, referred to by some as the Iron Man of the tech world, has become a figure that looms large in the modern landscape of innovation. With his ventures in electric vehicles through Tesla, space exploration with SpaceX, and groundbreaking advancements in brain-machine interfaces via Neuralink, Musk has solidified himself as one of the most influential figures of the 21st century. His reputation is that of a relentless, visionary entrepreneur who is reshaping entire industries, often at breakneck speeds. Driven by a seemingly boundless ambition to change the world, Musk has earned the title of a tech visionary and is frequently hailed as one of the most forward-thinking minds of his generation. His persona, however, is not without its rough edges. He is often described as a ruthless businessman, an unflinching, take-no-prisoners force who will stop at nothing to achieve his goals. His social media presence, too, is a source of fascination and controversy, with Musk frequently making headlines for his candid, and often polarizing, posts. Yet, amid all this dynamism and occasional volatility, there is a lesser-known side to Musk, a side that stands in stark contrast to the cutthroat, no-nonsense businessman that the world has come to know. For all his technological audacity and ambition, Musk recently demonstrated a completely unexpected and profoundly human side of himself. In a world often dominated by larger-than-life personalities and the overwhelming pursuit of progress, Musk's recent act of kindness caught the world by surprise. It wasn't the type of generosity we might expect from a tech mogul, nor was it a calculated move to bolster his image. Rather, it was a moment of genuine compassion that revealed a side of Musk that was completely out of character, or at least, out of the public eye. Known for his larger-than-life ambitions and his sometimes controversial remarks, Musk is not typically seen as a person whose actions would be driven by altruism. His business decisions and public persona often depict a man who is relentlessly focused on achieving monumental feats, whether it's colonizing Mars or revolutionizing the global auto industry. His very nature, amplified by his public image, can make him seem detached from the everyday human experience. Yet, in a surprising turn, Musk's recent act of kindness shattered this perception and offered the world a glimpse into a different Musk, one who, despite his reputation for being tough, visionary, and occasionally combative, is capable of profound empathy and generosity. This moment of kindness, quiet yet powerful, left many questioning the true nature of the billionaire tech mogul. Was it a rare anomaly or a sign of something deeper, a side of Musk we've only begun to understand? The event stood in stark contrast to his usual media presence, where he's known for taking bold risks and making headlines for anything but charitable acts. Yet in this instance, Musk showed a surprising humility, one that seemed worlds apart from the driven, sometimes abrasive public figure we're accustomed to. What does this reveal about the man behind the empire? And how does this unexpected act of kindness redefine our perception of him? In a world that often celebrates the audacious and the controversial, Musk's surprising gesture offers a fresh perspective on the billionaire entrepreneur, a side that many never thought to see, but one that may change the way we view him, not just as a business mogul, but as a person. In a world captivated by Elon Musk's extraordinary achievements, from launching rockets to reinventing electric vehicles, his public image has always been one of relentless ambition and occasional controversy. But recently, an unexpected act of kindness by the billionaire tech mogul went viral, sparking conversations that challenged everything we thought we knew about him. Known for his no-nonsense approach to business and often divisive personality, Musk has never been the first figure that comes to mind when we think of selfless acts of goodwill. Yet, in a rare moment that caught the world off guard, Musk demonstrated a depth of compassion that seemed worlds apart from his usual persona. This unexpected gesture left many wondering, was this just an isolated moment of kindness, or does it reveal a deeper, more human side of Musk that the world hasn't seen until now? Could this act be a glimpse into a part of his character that has been overshadowed by his larger-than-life business endeavors? This video explores the viral act of kindness that left millions talking, unpacking how it challenges the perception of Musk as merely a driven, sometimes ruthless businessman. Was this a rare anomaly, or does it signal a shift in how we should view the tech visionary, someone capable of not just changing the world through technology, but also through simple, profound acts of humanity. It all started during a live-streamed event where Elon Musk, the CEO of Tesla and SpaceX, was engaged in a discussion about his company's ambitious plans for a sustainable future. Musk was outlining his vision for reducing carbon footprints with Tesla's next-generation energy solutions, while SpaceX's bold missions to Mars were also part of the conversation. The room buzzed with excitement as Musk, as usual, captivated the audience with his futuristic ideas and bold, world-changing goals. But then, something unexpected happened. During a brief, unscripted pause in the presentation, an almost imperceptible moment where Musk was reflecting on the significance of the technologies he was discussing, he did something that completely caught the audience off guard. Without any prior announcement or preparation, Musk announced that he would be making a significant donation to a small, lesser-known charity. The charity in question focused on providing healthcare for children in underserved regions, a cause that was deeply personal to him. This wasn't part of the event's agenda, nor was it a strategy to enhance his public image. There was no media push, no staged moment to gain attention, it was simply a spontaneous act of generosity. Musk didn't pause for applause or recognition, he simply shared the decision with his audience, who were left in stunned silence. Sometimes, Musk said, his voice softer than usual, we need to remember that the real mission is to help others, especially when they're in need. I've seen how small efforts can change lives, and today, I'm going to make a donation to help these kids get the healthcare they deserve. The statement hung in the air for a moment, and then the screen displayed a donation confirmation. Musk, ever the perfectionist, quickly added, this is just the beginning. We all need to do our part. The moment was brief, but its impact was profound. The charity, which had been operating under the radar, suddenly found itself thrust into the global spotlight. Within hours, the video clip of Musk's unanticipated gesture exploded across social media platforms. Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok were flooded with clips, each showing the moment Musk's unexpected announcement reverberated through the crowd. The video, originally posted by one of the event's official live streamers, quickly made its rounds through news outlets, viral threads, and media channels. What was initially seen as a simple act of kindness quickly evolved into something much larger, a viral symbol of compassion that transcended Musk's usual tech mogul persona. Reactions from viewers were swift and overwhelming. People who were used to seeing Musk as a calculating businessman, someone laser-focused on profitability and innovation, suddenly saw a side of him that many never expected. This isn't the Musk I thought I knew, one Twitter user posted, their tweet quickly garnering thousands of likes and retweets. Another added, I've followed Elon for years, but this is the first time I've seen him truly human. It wasn't just tech fans who reacted. The video spread rapidly across all corners of the internet, with people from various walks of life expressing their surprise and admiration. Even those who had often been critical of Musk's business practices and online persona had to admit, this was an undeniably genuine moment. The unexpected nature of the gesture made it feel even more personal, like a private moment shared with millions of people. For a man who had spent years cultivating an image of steely ambition, this was a rare vulnerability that melted the typical corporate veneer. The media buzzed with headlines like Elon Musk's unexpected act of kindness stuns the world, and tech billionaire makes surprise donation to children's healthcare. The act quickly transcended its initial context, no longer just a charity donation, it was seen as a moment that humanized Musk in ways that few could have anticipated. As the video spread across social media, even his staunchest critics couldn't help but feel moved by the sincerity of the gesture. The visual impact of the moment was undeniable. The camera captured Musk's face in intimate close-up as he made the announcement. For a man so often associated with steely determination and ambition, there was something profoundly different about the way he looked in that moment. His usual confident, almost robotic demeanor softened into something far more human. As the camera zoomed in, his expression was full of sincerity and emotion. Musk's eyes, typically sharp and calculating, now held a softness that was rarely seen. It was as though, For just a few seconds, he was no longer the tech billionaire we've come to know, but simply a man, deeply moved by the thought of making a difference. There were no words of grandiosity or self-promotion, no acknowledgement of how much money he was giving or how it would further his public image. The entire moment was devoid of any hint of self-interest. The audience around him, visibly taken aback by the gesture, looked on in quiet reverence. Some people in the room even wiped away tears, moved by the authenticity of what they were witnessing. The contrast between Musk's usual intense public persona and the rawness of the moment made it all the more poignant. He wasn't performing for the camera, he wasn't selling anything. The decision to donate came from a place of genuine care. The screen flashed with the donation confirmation, a quiet and humble acknowledgement of the gift he had just made. It was simple, a gesture, not of grandiose charity, but of an individual using his position to help those who needed it most. For many, Musk's act of kindness was a stark contrast to the image they had built of him. As the video went viral, the world saw something new in Musk, a vulnerability that was both surprising and touching. The typical Musk, with his powerful rhetoric and ambitious goals, was nowhere to be seen in that moment. Instead, there was only a man moved by a sense of duty to help others, with no fanfare or expectation in return. The emotional weight of the gesture was felt deeply, both by those in the audience and by millions of viewers watching from afar. It was a reminder that behind the headlines and the tech jargon, Musk, like all of us, was a person with a conscience, someone who could feel the weight of human suffering and choose to act. That sincerity struck a chord with viewers, many of whom had never seen that side of Musk before. In the days following the viral video, the donation continued to be a topic of conversation in both tech circles and mainstream media. News outlets ran stories on the event, analyzing Musk's motives and what the donation meant for his public image. Was this a carefully calculated move, designed to improve his reputation in the eyes of the public? Or was it a genuine, spontaneous gesture, a reflection of Musk's deeper values, one that had simply been waiting for the right moment to emerge? For some, the gesture was seen as a turning point. It was as if Musk's public persona had shifted in real time, adding complexity to the narrative that had been constructed around him. It humanized him in a way that no amount of technological breakthroughs or business achievements could. Critics, who had long accused him of being a self-interested mogul, were forced to reconsider their opinions. Many social media users praised Musk for showing that, despite his often controversial public persona, he had the capacity for compassion and empathy. We often forget that people like Musk, who seem larger than life, are also capable of small, profound acts that make a real difference, one tweet read. Another user reflected, "This is the kind of leadership we need. More than just innovation, we need people who will make a positive impact on lives." Even those who remained skeptical of Musk's business tactics couldn't help but acknowledge the authenticity of the gesture. It was as if the act of giving itself was a message louder than any corporate achievement could have been. By doing something so unexpected, Musk had broken through the boundaries of his own carefully crafted image and shown a side of himself that the world had never fully recognized. This viral moment revealed something crucial. While Elon Musk will always be remembered for his ambitions to reshape industries and humanity itself, perhaps this unexpected act of kindness reminded the world that the future he envisions isn't just about rockets and electric cars. It's about the people he impacts along the way, and the legacy he leaves not just through technology, but through the acts of kindness that ripple through society. Elon Musk's unexpected act of kindness left the world in awe, and the public response was nothing short of overwhelming. The moment, which had occurred in a casual setting during a live-streamed event, quickly morphed into a viral sensation. The video, which showed Musk making a substantial donation to a children's healthcare charity, spread like wildfire across social media platforms. Within hours, hashtags like #MuskKindness began trending globally, with millions of users sharing the clip and offering their own reactions. On Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, people expressed their shock, admiration, and, in some cases, skepticism. "This is the Elon Musk I've never seen before," one Twitter user wrote, sharing the video alongside a heart emoji. Celebrities, too, joined in, weighing in on Musk's gesture. TV host Jimmy Fallon posted a short, candid reaction to his Instagram, writing, "Big respect to Elon Musk for showing the world that generosity isn't just about money, it's about using your platform to help others." Similarly, tech mogul Bill Gates, a frequent public figure in the world of philanthropy, tweeted, "In a world full of headlines about what divides us, this kind of gesture is the kind of leadership we should all be looking for." #MuskKindness. Political figures also chimed in. Senator Elizabeth Warren, known for her advocacy for wealth redistribution and corporate accountability, acknowledged the complexity of Musk's public image but couldn't help but appreciate the moment. "Regardless of your opinion on Elon Musk's business practices, this is a reminder that we all have a responsibility to give back," she said in a tweet, which was shared widely across Twitter. The praise, however, wasn't universal. Critics were quick to dissect the act, casting doubts on whether the donation was truly altruistic or a calculated move designed to improve Musk's public persona. "This is just PR in action," one user argued, while another commented, "Of course, he makes a donation, but let's not forget the fact that he's building a $20 million mansion in the middle of a housing crisis." These skeptical voices pointed to Musk's broader business practices, including his history of controversial remarks and positions on wealth and taxation. Critics questioned whether such an act of kindness could erase his previous actions or if it was merely a calculated attempt to deflect criticism. "I don't trust it," one commenter wrote on a viral Reddit thread. "Elon is too smart to do something like this without some kind of personal gain in mind. Let's see if he continues this trend or if it's just a one-time thing to boost his image." The critical conversations quickly became a subtopic within the broader narrative. Many argued that a single act of kindness, no matter how well-intentioned, could not fully change a person's legacy. For some, Musk's previous actions and comments about wealth, labor, and taxes were a barrier that overshadowed this moment of compassion. Despite this skepticism, however, the overwhelming sentiment on social media was one of admiration and surprise. The viral video captured the attention of millions, including those who had long been indifferent to Musk. The act seemed to represent a new layer of complexity in Musk's character, a billionaire who was not just concerned with the future of humanity through his tech innovations but also willing to make a difference in the here and now. For many, the raw authenticity of the gesture was what made it so impactful. It was a rare and unguarded moment that cut through the typical media portrayal of Musk as a tech overlord or Silicon Valley superhero. Beyond the social media reactions and headlines, something truly remarkable happened as a result of Musk's donation. A wave of goodwill began to spread across the globe. His simple yet powerful act of kindness sparked a ripple effect, inspiring countless others to contribute in their own way. Within days, the charity Musk had supported saw a significant uptick in donations, with many contributors citing Musk's public gesture as their inspiration. Charitable organizations around the world reported a surge in donations, and numerous smaller nonprofits shared their gratitude on social media. One charity focused on global health issues thanked Musk, saying, "Elon's unexpected act of generosity has brought so much attention to the cause of children's health. It's been a true catalyst for us. Thank you for using your influence to make a difference." Even individuals with no connection to Musk or the cause he supported started sharing their own stories of kindness. Hashtags like #PayItForward, #MuskInspired, and #KindnessIsContagious flooded social media platforms as people shared personal acts of generosity, ranging from small, anonymous donations to local food banks to more elaborate fundraisers aimed at children's healthcare. The message was clear: Musk's act, though simple, had ignited a larger movement of generosity. People saw his unexpected kindness not as an isolated incident, but as an invitation to participate in something larger. From schoolchildren setting up charity events to CEOs of companies publicly committing to donate portions of their earnings to good causes, the spirit of Musk's gesture seemed to have catalyzed a collective shift toward kindness and giving. For some, the act was an affirmation of the idea that even the smallest actions can have a profound impact. One woman, a middle school teacher in the Midwest, wrote on Twitter, "Today I matched Elon's donation to the children's healthcare charity. If a billionaire can give back, so can I. It's time for all of us to do more." The emotional power of Musk's gesture reached far beyond those directly impacted by the donation. It created a chain reaction of goodwill, inspiring people to reflect on their own capacity for kindness and generosity. The question that inevitably follows a viral event like this is, why did it go viral? Musk's act of kindness could have gone unnoticed, as many charitable donations from high-profile individuals often do. But something about this moment made it impossible to ignore. So, why did Musk's gesture resonate so strongly, and why did it spread so rapidly across the internet? First, there was the unexpected nature of the gesture. Musk, who is often portrayed as the quintessential businessman, calculating, strategic, and sometimes even controversial, was not the person people expected to make such a spontaneous, emotional act. The public is used to seeing billionaires make charitable donations, but they often come with a calculated press release, or as part of a broader public relations strategy. Musk, however, did not approach this act of kindness with any fanfare. The fact that it was unplanned, unannounced, and occurred in a setting not designed for charity made it feel far more genuine. Moreover, Musk's fame and influence played a significant role in amplifying the impact of his gesture. Musk is a figure whose actions often reverberate far beyond the tech world. His every move is watched by millions, and his words carry weight across industries and cultures. When someone of his stature does something unexpected, it creates a seismic shift in the conversation. The fact that a person so associated with groundbreaking technology, rockets, and electric cars could be so openly generous added an element of surprise that made people sit up and take notice. But more than just the fame, it was the heartwarming nature of the gesture that made it resonate. People naturally respond to stories of compassion, particularly when they come from those who are seen as larger-than-life figures. Musk's donation wasn't just about writing a check, it was a deeply human act. It was something that transcended wealth and status and connected with people on an emotional level. That moment, when Musk spoke sincerely about helping children in need, revealed a side of him that was raw, vulnerable, and capable of empathy, a rare commodity for someone so publicly associated with ambition and industry. Lastly, Musk's donation broke the typical billionaire narrative. There is a long-standing skepticism toward wealthy individuals and their philanthropic efforts, with many seeing such actions as a means of tax avoidance or personal gain. Musk, however, defied that narrative by making the donation without any prior announcement or fanfare. It felt spontaneous and uncalculated, and that authenticity made it stand out in a sea of corporate charity initiatives. In the end, the combination of Musk's fame, the heartwarming nature of the gesture, and the breaking of the typical billionaire mold helped fuel the viral spread of the video. What Musk did wasn't just about money, it was about something far more profound, the message that even the most powerful figures in society are capable of genuine, human compassion. It was a reminder that kindness, no matter how big or small, can ripple out in ways that change the world. And in this case, it started with a simple act of giving, by one of the most unexpected people to do so. At first glance, Elon Musk's unexpected act of kindness may appear to be just another billionaire's donation to a charitable cause. However, on a deeper level, it can be seen as far more than that. It was not only a generous gesture but a moment of profound vulnerability from a man who, for much of his public life, has cultivated an image of cold calculation, technological brilliance, and relentless ambition. Musk has long been associated with the persona of the Iron Man of the tech world, unshakable, visionary, and driven by an unwavering belief in his ability to reshape the future. His public narrative has been built on these qualities, and while they've earned him admiration from many, they have also led to a perception of Musk as a figure who is more about the bottom line than about the human side of success. This act of kindness, then, was a rupture in that persona. For once, Musk was not the founder of billion-dollar companies, nor the controversial figure making bold proclamations on Twitter. Instead, he was a man moved by compassion, someone who, despite his immense wealth and influence, was willing to pause in a moment of privilege and contribute to a cause that didn't directly benefit him or his companies. In many ways, this act was a form of vulnerability, a side of Musk that had been mostly hidden from the public eye. By making an unannounced donation to a children's healthcare charity, Musk showed that he is, beneath the public mask, someone who cares about more than just technological advancements or financial success. It was a glimpse into a personal value system that goes beyond profit margins and visionary plans for space colonization. At its core, this gesture was a challenge to the traditional narrative of billionaires as figures who are primarily concerned with accumulating wealth or pursuing personal ambitions. It raised the question, can billionaires, especially those like Musk who hold so much power and influence, be seen as agents of change, not just in terms of innovation, but in terms of social responsibility and genuine compassion? For Musk, the act of kindness wasn't just about giving money, it was about using his platform and influence to shed light on something larger than himself. His donation was a reminder that those at the top of the economic ladder can, and perhaps should, serve as models for kindness, not just for entrepreneurial success. This gesture also speaks to a larger shift in how we, as a society, view the role of billionaires. We live in an era where public trust in the wealthiest individuals and corporations has been eroded by growing concerns over inequality, labor practices, and the political power of the ultra-rich. Figures like Musk, despite their transformative contributions to technology, are often seen through a lens of suspicion. The notion of the benevolent billionaire has become increasingly rare, and when it does appear, it is often met with skepticism. Musk's kindness challenges that assumption. It suggests that, while wealth can be a tool for power, it can also be a tool for good, something that can be leveraged not just for personal gain, but for the betterment of others. The long-term effects of Musk's act of kindness on his public image could be significant. Over the years, Musk's persona has been defined by his role as a tech genius, a relentless entrepreneur, and an often polarizing figure. His social media presence, in particular, has contributed to a sense of unpredictability, at times playful, at others combative. The Iron Man archetype has been a double-edged sword. It has attracted admiration from those who see him as a visionary, but it has also alienated those who view his wealth and influence with skepticism. The donation changed that dynamic, even if just for a moment. For many, this unexpected gesture humanized Musk. No longer was he just the founder of Tesla or SpaceX, or the man responsible for sending rockets into space and pioneering electric vehicles. Musk was seen as a person with empathy, someone who cared about the world and wanted to make it a better place, not just through innovation, but through direct action. It added depth to his public character, showing a side of Musk that was often overshadowed by his business ventures. This shift in public perception could open up new avenues for Musk to reshape his image, especially as he continues to grow his influence in various sectors. Moving forward, Musk has the opportunity to lean into this more humanitarian side, potentially positioning himself as a philanthropist in addition to a business magnate. It could also pave the way for him to become a model for how tech moguls can use their immense resources to address pressing social issues, from healthcare to climate change, in ways that go beyond corporate responsibility initiatives. Moreover, Musk's gesture could inspire a new kind of narrative around billionaire philanthropy. While many tech billionaires have made charitable contributions, they are often tied to foundations with specific, sometimes self-serving, goals. Musk's decision to donate spontaneously, without fanfare or any apparent personal gain, sets a new precedent for how philanthropy can be done. It's about genuine care, not a strategic move to increase influence or avoid taxes. This could potentially spark a broader movement where other wealthy individuals take note and recognize the power of their public platforms to make meaningful change. On a broader scale, Musk's act of kindness offers hope that, even in a world often driven by profit, competition, and division, moments of true compassion can still have a profound impact. The reality is that many of the world's biggest challenges, from health crises to environmental destruction, seem insurmountable. It can be easy to fall into a mindset that nothing we do will ever be enough, especially when faced with such vast inequalities. But Musk's unexpected donation serves as a reminder that even those who seem far removed from everyday struggles can make a difference. In a way, this act of kindness challenges our expectations of what it means to be a leader. We tend to admire strength, vision, and the ability to control one's emotions, especially in the high-stakes worlds of business and politics. But Musk's moment of vulnerability, in which he allowed his compassion to take precedence over his usual drive for innovation, demonstrates that true leadership isn't just about pushing the boundaries of what's possible. It's also about recognizing the humanity in others and responding to that need when it arises. Musk's decision to take the time to make a difference, without any agenda, without the expectation of reward, was a powerful reminder that kindness can be as revolutionary as any technological breakthrough. This act of kindness has a broader cultural significance as well. In a time when much of the conversation around wealth and power is focused on greed, division, and self-interest, Musk's gesture suggests that the tide may be turning. It offers the possibility that, as a society, we might be entering an era where the world's most powerful individuals are not just seen as economic forces, but as stewards of goodwill. This could lead to a shift in societal expectations about what we should expect from the ultra-wealthy, not just financial contributions, but a genuine, human-centered approach to philanthropy that values lives over profit. Ultimately, Musk's act of kindness is a powerful reminder that moments of true compassion can break through even the most entrenched systems of power and success. It underscores the idea that kindness transcends status, wealth, and influence, and that no one, no matter how powerful or busy, should ever be too distant to make a difference. Musk's unexpected generosity challenges all of us to reflect on our own capacity for kindness, and how, regardless of our circumstances, we can all play a part in creating a better, more compassionate world. In the end, what can we learn from Elon Musk's unexpected act of kindness? It's a simple yet powerful lesson: no matter who we are or how much we have, we all have the capacity to make the world a better place, one act of kindness at a time. Musk's gesture wasn't grand or ostentatious. It wasn't tied to a product launch or a strategic marketing plan. It was a moment where he chose to use his influence and resources for something greater than himself, and it reminds us all that kindness doesn't require fame, wealth, or special circumstances. We all have the power to make a positive impact, no matter how small or seemingly insignificant the gesture may seem. What Musk did wasn't about the size of the donation or the publicity it generated. It was about the simplicity and sincerity behind it, a reminder that we can all take a moment to show compassion, to step outside of our own worlds and think about how we can contribute to others. Whether it's through a small act of charity, a simple gesture of support, or standing up for what's right, every action matters. Sometimes, we forget that small, spontaneous acts of kindness can have a ripple effect, inspiring others and encouraging a culture of generosity and empathy. So, the next time we face an opportunity to help someone, whether a friend, a stranger, or even a cause we care about, let's remember Musk's moment of vulnerability in humanity. It teaches us that we don't have to wait for a monumental moment to make a difference. We can start right now, in the here and now, with whatever we have. What do you think about Elon Musk's act of kindness? Did it change the way you see him, or was it just another publicity stunt? I'd love to hear your thoughts on this surprising moment. Do you think acts like these are rare, or is there more to Musk's character than we've seen so far? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. I'm eager to see your opinions. If you enjoyed this story of unexpected kindness, make sure to check out our other videos exploring how small acts can create big changes. For more inspiring stories about generosity, compassion, and kindness, check out our playlist on Everyday Heroes, where we highlight how ordinary people are making extraordinary impacts. And if you want to see more content like this, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon to stay updated with our latest stories. Let's continue to spread kindness together, because when we share these moments, we create a better world for everyone.